The richest man in the world. Once, someone asked Bill Gates, the richest man in the world, is there anyone richer than you? Bill Gates smiled and replied, yes, there is someone who is richer than me. He then shared a story that changed his perspective forever. Many years ago, when he was not as rich or famous, Bill Gates was at a New York airport. He wanted to buy a newspaper but realized he did not have enough change. Rather than buying it, he walked away, intending to come back later. However, the newspaper vendor stopped him and said, I'll give you this newspaper for free. Surprised, Bill Gates hesitated, but, on the vendor's insistence, he took the paper. A few months later, Bill Gates found himself back at that same airport. Again, he was short of change. Once again, the vendor offered him the newspaper. This time, Bill Gates tried to refuse, saying, I do not have the money to pay for it today either. But the vendor replied, you can take it. I'm giving it to you from my profit. I won't lose anything. Bill Gates accepted the newspaper, feeling grateful, though unaware of how significant this act of kindness would later become. Fast forward 19 years, and Bill Gates had become one of the wealthiest and most famous people in the world. Suddenly, he remembered the kind newspaper vendor from those days. Determined to repay the favor, Bill Gates searched for the vendor. After about a month and a half of searching, he finally found him. He asked, do you know who I am? The vendor replied, yes, you're Bill Gates. Bill Gates then asked, do you remember that time you gave me a newspaper for free? The vendor nodded. Yes, I remember. I gave it to you twice. Bill Gates, eager to repay the kindness, said, I want to thank you for what you did. Whatever you need, whatever you want in life, tell me. I'll make it happen. But the vendor's reply stunned him. He said, sir, don't you think you'll never be able to match the help I gave you? I helped you when I was a poor newspaper vendor, and now you're offering to help me when you're the richest man in the world. How can you match my generosity? That day, Bill Gates realized something profound. The vendor, though financially poor, was actually richer than him. Because he had a rich heart. He did not wait until he became wealthy to help others, he helped when he had little to give. This is the true definition of wealth. It's not the amount of money you have, but the richness of your heart that makes you truly rich. Helping others, being generous, and showing kindness, these are the things that define real richness in life. If you found value in this video, please like and share it. Thank you.